Hello, everyone. This is Kaylani. I am here to do a book review today from somebody that I truly admire, someone that has been one of the biggest inspirations for me in the past couple of years to really put my feet on the ground and just get running and moving forward, to continue to walk in my purpose, to continue to believe in God and incorporate those morals and values into every single day of my life, whether it's work, whether it's dealing with friendships, whether it's anything, personal to professional. I mean, it all ties into the same thing. We all want to be loved. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be respected. So I believe that that's something that we all have in common. So here it goes. So my book review today is going to be on Patrice Washington, Real Money Answers for Every Woman. Now, Patrice doesn't just have one for women. She also has one for men as well. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go get that so you can see for yourself. Sorry about that. So this is the Real Money Answers for Men. So she has two versions of that book, because not only do men and women think differently, we learn differently, we're interested in different things, and so she has two versions to kind of speak to both men and women. So ladies, you can do what I did. I picked one up for myself, and I was like, wow, this book is amazing, and I picked one up for my boyfriend. So yeah, he's still reading his, but I'm all done with mine. I've actually read this a couple of times. There's a lot of great content in it. So I do like to go back, and every time I go back, you find something that's just amazing, and it's a new revelation every day. And just to give you like a little background of who Patrice is, she is known as the Money Maven. She is, I want to say, a financial expert, but she does it with a twist. She also adds in some spiritual guidance and enlightenment in how to get financial freedom and how to create a life where you're building wealth. But she does stress that wealth is not, it's not about money. It has everything to do with your mindset. And this book is full of gems and jewels that are going to help you reach the goals that you want to get to if you're looking to get your money right and build any kind of wealth. So I first learned about Patrice Washington back in 2016. I went to, if you've ever heard of it, MegaFest, which is a big faith-filled film festival that's hosted by T. Jakes, and most times it happens in Dallas, Texas. But there they pretty much have an array of workshops. There are seminars, so they're speaking about different topics. It's not like just going there and going to church. There are people, real people that are there and talking to you and telling you how they incorporated their faith into their life and how things have just kind of taken off from there. And I'm kind of in that similar position. So, yeah, she definitely was dropping jewels and gems of knowledge and power, and I'm all about that. So, I'll just get into the book. So in the book here, there really isn't one specific way to go about reading it. There are so many different topics. I'll read a few of them just so you have an idea. So in the index here, let's see. So the chapters that she has: money mindsets, attitudes, and myths. So that pretty much just talks about the different ideas that we've had. A lot of old sayings, like things that are cliche that have been told to us over and over again that we honestly believe but aren't necessarily true. Wealth begins within. So obviously everything in life starts within. You have to build your way up from the inside first, and everything that you create and build within yourself is going to flourish and just is going to come out into your pores and into every aspect of your life. So setting the foundation. Get your hustle on. You are your best investment. Manage money wisely. Budgeting efficiently. Saving and reducing debt simultaneously. The fundamentals of banking, boosting credit, relationships and money, kids and money. So this book is just full of so many different topics that really just touches on every area of your life. It's not just going to be for money. It's going to be uplifting. I'll read some of her little side notes she has in there. So these are affirmations that she has. Her personal affirmation is, I am the CEO of my life, which, I mean, we're all CEOs of our life. Who else is in control of what we do, how we operate, to make sure that we have the things we need in life in order to be the people that, God has called us to be. So a few of her affirmations are, I always have time to learn new wealth principles, which is true. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to live a life of abundance and financial freedom, you have to always have the mindset of, you're gonna always have time to learn new wealth principles, because there's always going to be something new. I mean, none of us should be getting to the point where we feel like we know it all. There's always going to be things to learn. So that is one affirmation. Another one is, let's see. When it comes to building a business, progress beats perfection any day. And y'all, let me tell you, I recently launched a business this year, my fitness business, Better Faith and Fitness, where I am doing nutritional coaching and personal training. And that is a big one for me because, there are some days where I'm not able to do the things that I want to do. But as long as I'm able to take one brick and lay that foundation, it really helps. Nothing, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I know a lot of times for us, it's hard for us to have that patience because we can see our dreams and we have visions of where we want to be and how things are going to take off and, the money that is going to flow in. But it takes time. And as long as you're taking baby steps, we go from a crawl to just standing, and really from a walk to a jog to a run. So there's just steps and just being comfortable in those steps and knowing how to move forward. So that is a really great one that resonated with me. Your personal and professional brands are inseparable. Just ask any celebrity. So that statement means that you are who you are. Who you are doesn't stop. If you're going to be one way at home, you should probably be very close to that at work as well. And not saying that you are the same person, because in different areas, you're going to have different responsibilities, but your moral values should still be the same. Your moral compass, your ethics, they should still be the same. If you're making a positive impact at home, you should be making a positive impact at work. You should be making a positive impact in your friendships and fruits of the spirit. Anyone that reads the Bible, the fruit of the spirit. So being kind, being loving, being generous, you're going to have those attributes and they're going to affect every area of your life. So make sure that they're good ones. And they're called real talk. These little notes here are called real talk. So we have, a man is not a financial plan. And ladies, we all know that, yes, we all want to be independent. And of course, being in relationships, it's not easy, especially when it comes to money. Because for a lot of people, those have been things that are off topic and you don't really think about them until you're in too deep. But a man should never be a plan for you to have money. I mean, from a young age, my mother always taught me to be strong, to be independent, make sure that I made my own money so that not only was I not depending on a man, but that I was not depending on anybody to create a life for me. And just to put your well-being into someone else's hands is just a very dangerous position to put yourself. So definitely, being smart and being mindful about that. And when you are in a relationship, another one here is to use each other's financial strengths and weaknesses to empower each other. So it's not just going to be something where you're like, oh, you're bad at this, you're bad at this. It's okay. Maybe they aren't as good as you are in a specific area. Maybe that's just something that you should take over in that relationship or oversee, because you do want to continue to share that information with them. You don't want them to be completely blind. But maybe in some areas you're not as comfortable in, or you're not as efficient in, they can do that. So there is a place for everybody in, finances as far as a relationship. So, I mean, there's just some really, really great information in here. I mean, she really just goes in, and really the whole time that you're reading the book, you're questioning yourself the whole time. She has questions in there, but then she also says things that are going to question you and challenge you, like, where am I really spending my money, and where am I really putting my time? And when you're putting your time, your money, and your effort into the right things, it's going to come back to you. You're going to see the changes. You're going to see the profit. You're going to see the progress. So just making sure that you're always keeping things aligned, with what you say, with the word of God, just really bringing it all in. So I would definitely highly recommend this book for anybody, especially any young Black female, because I feel for us, we don't have a whole lot of people that we can look up to, financially, that understands, honestly, our economic struggles. I mean, I've recently, well, not recently, within the past couple of years, I've been working with a business, and the woman that I work with, I mean, she is of a different race than me. She's white. And, one thing that kind of held me back in the business that she didn't understand is that, economically, things are just different. We spend our money on different things, and not only that, but it's also a mental thing. What we as a people, as in African Americans, and not all, but some of us, a lot of us, are conditioned to believe in certain things that just honestly aren't good for us. They aren't important, and they have no value. So that is something that I've kind of taken on myself, as being a personal trainer and nutrition coach, is that I'm also dropping gems and jewels of knowledge to empower people that, look, you have the power, you have the knowledge, you have the resources. You just have to take that all and use it, put it out there, and put it out into the universe. And anything that we want to do, we can accomplish. Wealth is not far. It's not far. It's within us. It's something that we possess within ourselves. So we just have to be big and bold enough and strong enough and courageous enough to be able to kind of take the horns and take advantage of all the resources that we do have. I mean, it's 2018. It's a new era. It's a new time. And we really have to be, we really have to put our best foot forward and do all that we can to create a life of wealth for ourselves and our loved ones. So that is my book review. Patrice Washington, I follow her. I've been following her ever since the day that I laid my eyes on her on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm subscribed to her podcast. So she has a lot of great information, ladies. Young, Black entrepreneurs, women, if you're looking to get to the top, this is definitely a great way to go. So if you have any questions, just drop it down in the comments. Let me know, like, subscribe. I'm going to continue to do reviews on different, not even just books, but just products that I use. But this is definitely a good one. It's like, let's see, $15.99. I bought it at Barnes & Noble. But yes, amazing book, amazing read. If you're looking for financial wealth and freedom, this is it. Have a good one.